I hope that people cannot hear the traffic, but if they can, well, then they can. Lots going on in the news today. I guess Afghanistan has become quite a mess. And perhaps Biden's poll numbers have gone down. And there are people that are even defending Biden. And then we have the man who shot Ashley Babbitt, Lieutenant Michael Brown, believes he saved countless lives. I guess I'm gonna leave my comments on that later on before I have I'll leave my comments about Ashley Babbitt a little bit later when I have more time to process and think about it and do analysis on exactly what happened and what didn't. But there are a lot of people who believe that Trump or that Biden was just following Trump's plan. Like he had to follow Trump's plan. Perhaps they think that's that he had to do it. So he always kind of circles back to the former president. Funny, he stopped a lot of Trump's initiatives and his ideas because they were bad. But I guess maybe he had no choice but to go with this one. You know, he couldn't uh, change it, even though they have a new administration. Couldn't make a new plan. I guess that doesn't seem very right. I mean, I could be wrong, and I always say, yeah. I mean, I certainly could be wrong on that. And in my own personal life, my biggest problem is the mornings are really hard for me. I mean, I wake up with just this feeling of dread in the morning. I don't know why. I think it's a combination of both this COVID, the pandemic, and maybe it is the loss of my parents as well. But I think there's a lot of depression out there on the way things are going. You're not necessarily allowed to speak your mind, free thought, and trying to work things out. It seems very authoritarian. It is a little bit on the depressing side. But you have to push forward, and being angry about it is not necessarily the best way to go about things. I was having a conversation with someone who works in the mental health field about guns and the relationship to mass shootings and and psychotropic drugs or psych drugs. And I think there is a correlation, at least something that should be studied, but I don't think it's something that can necessarily be talked about, at least in today's environment. It seems to be all about the guns and nothing to do with the uh, the drugs that we're taking. I tend to believe that making all drugs legal, one of those who kind of believe that, kind of human responsibility and things like that. Uh, I have kind of mixed feelings. I can't really put them all together in one little ball. But the drugs I take, it's a real rigmarole to get a refill and stuff like that. It's just like if all drugs were just legal and I could have just avoid all the nonsense. I could go down to my local store and get one. And still working on my diet. You know, Joe bought a scale for me, and I'm actually not as heavy as I thought because last time I weighed myself, I was about 250, about 223 now. So I've lost quite a bit of weight. I think I've lost about 30 pounds. Not even aware of it. But I am doing better on that way. But I still feel awful. I mean, being diabetic at 51 years of age and osteoporosis and just so much. It's just like not feeling good as of late, and it's really hard. So trying to work my way out of a rut and make myself a little bit better, a little bit more cheerful. And I haven't been doing a show in a while, but I've been procrastinating on a lot of things, and I'm just trying to work my way, out of this funk I'm in. And I don't know how to necessarily get myself out of it. It's just like I'm physically tired, uh, and my body does ache. So I'm not sure on how to fix it. Maybe there are drugs out there. Maybe there's a diet out there, but diets are easier said than done. I read the book on fasting, and I already knew the benefits were great, and it talks. It's an 11-hour book. I bought it on Audible, and I listened to it. It's about 11 hours, and I think maybe 10 to 15 minutes are on appetite control. And everybody, like most people know that, like who are interested in fasting, know the benefits. The biggest issue is not the knowledge of the benefits. The biggest issue is appetite control. And they completely skipped over that. And it's like the only thing they said was instead of going 3 days without eating, go 11 days. So I guess there's something to be worked there. Anyway, um, lots of confusion out there, lots of beliefs, different beliefs, and I think we should talk about it. And interesting people can come about, and interesting information, and hopefully we're not angry about it. That's the one thing that I don't want to be. I get angry about a lot of things, within the news media and their bias and their hypocrisy. But people by nature are hypocrites. An angry person is often a hypocrite themselves. A self-righteous person is often a hypocrite. Actually, I haven't met one self-righteous person that wasn't a hypocrite. I might include myself. Anyway, this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below.